How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the Positive Mindset Podcast, where we work together to raise our vibration, lift our perspective, and build a positive mindset. My name is Henry, and in this episode, we're going to talk about why other people might be bringing you down and how to separate yourself from negative energy so that you can live the positive life that you desire. But before we get started, we're going to take a few moments to slow down, zero in. We're going to take some deep, healing, meditative breaths to help us align on the frequency that we want in our lives. So you can pick a word. It can be love, joy, happiness, abundance, whatever frequency you want. And we're going to take a deep breath in. And as we're breathing in, we're going to say that word over and over and over again. Really charge yourself up with that energy. And then as you're holding your breath, visualize yourself doing something in that frequency. And then once you exhale, anything that no longer resonates with you will leave you and you'll be in a more positive state. So let's go ahead and take a deep breath in. And out. All right, well, we're going to take another deep breath. This one is about alignment, about getting ourselves in receiving mode so that we can receive the message that we need to hear today to get us in that positive perspective. So just imagine that you are surrounded by the most healing, uplifting energy that's meant specifically for you. It could have a certain color, a certain taste, a certain smell, however you imagine it. And when you breathe it in, it's going to charge you up. It's going to break down the negativity, the blocks, the weight, everything that's just been holding you back. And then once you exhale, anything that no longer resonates with you will leave you and you'll be in a more positive state. So let's go ahead and take another deep breath in. And out. So I was doing some thinking and reflecting on some situations that I've had recently and some experiences that I've talked about with other people where they're struggling with their friends, their family members, or just people at work, really just people that are close to them where they feel like they're bringing them down or the energy around them is just not good. And so what came to mind, and this is something that we have to ask ourselves, why would we be mad at someone that is operating at a different frequency than you? Once you start realizing that the goal is to raise your energy to the highest frequency, which is that love frequency where you have just that abundance of peace within you, getting there is becoming a state. And we will always be working on becoming that state. Everything that we experience is an opportunity for us to reinforce that positive love energy. And if you are in positive love energy, that is the energy that you're in. So if you're dealing with someone and it's their negativity or their actions or their words, whatever it is bringing you down, it's making you mad, it's making you upset, whatever is happening, that's lowering your frequency. That's why it feels bad. That's why you get angry at the person, because they're lowering your energy. You don't want to operate like that. You don't want to have the conversations like that. You don't want the animosity, the anger. You don't want any of that. And that makes it even worse. We start doubling down and getting really upset at this person. But you see, if somebody is operating at a certain frequency, we have to just recognize that that's what they're doing. They are operating the best that they know how within a frequency. So the them that you're receiving is them at that energy. And if you start matching it, giving that energy that they're giving you, then you start to become it as well. And if the goal is to level your frequency, that's what this whole experience is about, to shift our energy to get that positive state of being, then you can't do that. Whether it's right or wrong, whether they deserve it, you cannot do it. You have to give what it is that you receive. So if you are upset at someone or mad at someone for the way they're being, the frequency that they're operating, you can't match that, because if you start matching it, that's what you'll receive on the internal state. But if you just give them love, then that's what you'll be replaced with, because then it becomes an opportunity for you to love someone or something when they maybe don't deserve it. And once you can do that on the regular, you will find yourself just operating with a peace, because everything that's happening around you, you find the love in it. And that's what we're working on. So let's be thankful for the low frequency people. That doesn't mean they're bad people. That doesn't mean you're worth any more. It just, if someone's not operating in love energy, then their frequency is further away from it. So I'm using the word lower, but in reality, it's just further from love. And you want to be in that high frequency. You want that love energy. Absence of that is what makes us feel empty inside, is what doesn't give us our passion, which doesn't give us our inner peace. So that's what we want. Understand that everything is operating at frequencies. And when you reciprocate it and send it back, you are tuning yourself into it. And if you're tuning yourself into a frequency for one thing, it doesn't segment to just the one thing. You are now able to be tuned into other things. Haven't you had a day where it's like it started off wrong, like something happened and it just ruined the morning, and then it seems like the rest of the day things continually bad happen? It's like the tone was set that it was going to be a bad day, and then again and again and again something bad happened. It's because when that low frequency event happened, whether it was a person, a place, or a thing, when that low frequency thing happened, we didn't give it love. We lowered our energy to it and got angry at it. Even if it deserved it, it still sets you up to receive more of it. So we lowered our energy. We connected with that. We sent it back. We received it and we sent it back. And then all throughout the day, we never shifted our energy. We stayed in that low frequency. And so negative thing after negative thing happened because you were stuck in that frequency. And then sometimes at night, we go to sleep, our body gets a chance to reset back to the default frequency that we've been operating, and then we can move past it. And we reflect on it as if it was a negative day or just a bad day. But in reality, it was a day when we just operated at a lower frequency. So again, I ask you, and really think about this, be honest with yourself. Why would you be mad at someone or something that is operating at a different frequency than you? Why do you do that? It's because you are on the journey. The same reason I've done it and will probably do it in the future. We're not perfect, but for the same reason is we are on the journey to raise our energy. We have not mastered it. This whole life, this whole experience is an opportunity for us to become more of a master and become stronger in the frequency that we desire. But if that's what this is, an opportunity, we have to remember to be thankful for it. And that's where we really can align ourselves. If you can make yourself be thankful, like practicing gratitude for the opportunities in your life, for the things that make you mad, the things that make you sad, the things that hurt you, because those are just different frequencies that you have an opportunity to observe and then learn to love. And the more ways you learn to love, the more love will reside in you. So let's practice our gratitude. Let's be thankful for all of these opportunities in this life and be the rising tide that lifts all ships. Thank you so much for listening. I hope this episode was impactful and got you to think a little bit differently about some of the things in your life. And if you want to make sure you don't miss a single episode, make sure you subscribe to my email list. There's a link in the description that will keep you up to date on every single episode. And if you want to follow me on social media, I've got my Instagram and TikTok down below. So I appreciate all the follows there. Of course, Instagram is the best place for direct messages. So I appreciate everybody that has reached out and sent me a message there, letting me know how the podcast has impacted them. Well, thank you so much for listening. Have a great day, and I can't wait to talk to you next time.